YouTubers, Mike Martins here, Mike Martins channel. I got quite a few people ask me on my page, what do I think of global warming? What global warming? What's going on? What's going on with this whole climate change? What's going on? Because I put up a story about how Leonardo DiCaprio and all these people were going up, and they all of a sudden became experts in climate, and they all of a sudden became experts in all these things, and except acting, like which they should continue to do. Anyways, let me bring out this article here. This is a really good article, and I was reading it earlier, and all I'm finding on YouTube now is Ice Age, Little Ice Age, Mini Ice Age everywhere, Ice Age coming soon, Ice Age 2030, Ice Age 2040, Ice Age, Ice Age, Ice Age, Ice Age, but the movie Ice Age. But it's everything. We're entering back into an Ice Age. But apparently this has happened like 40 times in our recorded history that we know of. So how is it being man driven by man? How is it man caused by man? How is our carbon footprint, which is almost nothing in the grand scheme of things, causing this problem? Anyways, let me read this article. Let me know what you guys think. World on brink of mini ice age. Fear sparked as solar activity reaches new low. So the sun isn't acting up right now. The sun isn't spouting out the flares. The sun isn't overheating and making the world hotter. If the sun reached its solar minimum early, it could mean we could be in for a prolonged cold period. Images captured by NASA between November 14th and 18th shows that there are barely any sunspots. NASA says that the solar activity has dwindled at a much faster rate than expected following the peak in 2014. The sun follows cycles of roughly 11 years and where it reaches the solar maximum and then the solar minimum. I am going to continue this on the next page. Pretty cool photo here. Look at this guy. Freezing his butt off here. Having experienced the solar maximum at the turn of the decade, experts had not expected the solar minimum until around 2021. Although it is difficult to predict this with complete accuracy. Go figure. However, if the sun has gone blank early, it could mean that the solar minimum has already begun, which will lead to a prolonged period of little solar activity. The last time that there was a prolonged solar minimum, it led to a mini ice age, scientifically known as the Maunder minimum. See? No solar flares, people. No sunspots, and that's not good. The Maunder minimum began in 1645, lasted through to 1715, where sunspots were exceedingly rare. During this period, temperatures dropped globally 1.3 degrees Celsius. Although it seems insignificant, it led to shorter seasons and ultimately food shortages. Vencor Weather, a meteorological website, said, "Low solar activity is known to have consequences on Earth, whether the climate and it also is well correlated with the increase of cosmic rays that reach the upper part of the atmosphere." The blank sun sign the next solar minimum approaching, and there will be increasing number of spotless days in the next few years. Other experts have predicted an ice age, but slightly further into the future. Valentina Zakharov from the Northumbrian University established a mathematical formula last year that came to a conclusion that an ice age will be around 2030. The model looks at the sun's 11-year heartbeat, the period it takes for magnetic activity to fluctuate. The model can forecast what the solar cycles look like based upon dynamo effects in the two layers of the sun. Dynamo effects and geophysical theory that dictates how the movement of the Earth's outer core conducts materials like liquid iron across the magnetic field that create an electronic current. This influences fluid motion beneath the Earth's surface to create two magnetic fields along axis of the Earth's rotation. Mr. Zakharov said that the National Astronomy Meeting, we have found magnetic components appearing in Paris and originating in two different layers in the sun's interior. They both have frequency approximately 11 years, although the frequency is significantly different and offset at the time. Sorry, guys. So, basically, what this is trying to say, from what I read here, is climate change isn't man-made and never was. Climate change is, damn you, sun and your solar flares. Spark it up. Stop having some fun there. Start hitting like atoms and molecules hitting each other and creating what we call that energy that comes from our star. Combining with both waves together and comparing the real data from current solar cycle, we found that the prediction showed accuracy at 97%. In cycle 26, the two waves exactly mirror each other, peaking at the same time but in opposite hemispheres of the sun. Their interaction will be disruptive and they will be nearly cancel each other out. We predict that this will lead to the properties of the Maunder minimum. So, why am I making this? It's because I've been living in Vancouver for the last 10 years, and I've never seen snow here. I've never seen snow here. I've been here pretty much 9.5, 10 years now, the time I've had my store. And we have banks of snow sitting there. We got tons and tons of snow. I have never seen snow here, ever. Like, I've seen it snow once and it disappeared by lunchtime. It was all gone. By the time it hit the ground, it was gone. And you got these mild 6 Celsius, 7 Celsius, 8, 9 Celsius every day. I have never seen anything like this. I have never seen such cold weather here. I have never seen snow stick on the ground more than 2 hours. And this snow has been here since December 5th, and today's January 15th. So we're in for a cold one, people. I'm not a fan of the cold. Believe me, I'm not a fan of the cold. I prefer Miami Beach, which is pretty cool down there, from what my friends are telling me. Parts of Mexico, which is also pretty cool down there. And let me know in your neck of the woods, how's the weather? Are you guys getting floods? Are you guys getting abnormal amounts of rain? Are you guys getting abnormal amounts of snow? Abnormal cold? Comment below, let us know where you're from, what area you're from, or what city. And let us know what's going on in your neck of the woods, because I would really like to know what else is, from someone else's point of view, what's going on. And, is the media going to go ahead and cover this up like it's, oh, don't worry about it, solar flares? Because you know why? We can't give money to the solar flares. We can't give money, so giving money to our carbon footprint and carbon this and carbon that maybe isn't the answer. I think, in all fairness, is actually preparing for an ice age. Saving the money we're giving out, maybe we should start preparing, like getting proper snow removal programs here so people aren't sliding all over the place. And I hit black ice with my car a few weeks back, and my car went sliding into a parked car, and I'm 100% blamed because of the black ice was there. But preparing and instead of giving money to these things, to these carbon credits or whatever the hell you want to call it, invest in proper snow removal. Invest in proper, building proper shelters for the homeless. So if we do go into a mini ice age, we're not blaming ourselves for it and actually preparing for the worst. I don't know anything. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Big hug to everyone. Bye.